All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? Just wanted to do a quick video about Kyle Kulinski. I saw a video of his today, and I kind of disagree with it. Just for a little bit of background, um, I intend to talk more about this in the future in regards to my political journey. Um, Kyle Kulinski helped turn my politics around. I used to be an insufferable centrist, and he basically turned me into a social democrat. I started watching religiously, probably like April 2018, and for a while I never missed a video, and I still watch very, very regularly. It's hard to keep up with how many channels I watch though. Um, but he made a video today about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez uh, giving out 160 grand to various Democrats who are in districts that are, let's just say, at risk of being taken by Republicans, especially in the midterms, which I'm pretty sure is the focus. I'm pretty sure that's why she's doing it. Um, and of course, it's like you gotta be the Republicans. It's not about oh well, I don't agree with these Democrats, but we've got to have Democrats. Uh, it's complicated, but the idea is no Republicans. We cannot have Republican control. We can't afford that. We can't risk it. We can't risk giving them getting power again in any way, shape, or form. And basically, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez was giving money to these campaigns because even though these aren't really progressive Democrats, it's still like they need a foot up. They need a little bit of edge in order to maintain their seats, so that they don't get primary by so that they don't get beaten by Republican, basically. So that's what Kyle is going over this video. Now his video is called, let me just make myself smaller here. His video is called AOC Donates 160K to Establishment Dems, They Still Hate Her. Now, what happened was they rejected it. They gave the money back to AOC because they don't want to be associated with her. They're scared that they'll be called socialist by the Republicans. And the thing is, what they don't understand is it's like what Pete Buttigieg said in one of the debates. It doesn't matter what you do; they're going to call you socialist anyway. So like, but then again, like centrist Democrats are completely feckless and weak. So of course they're going to steer themselves clear from someone as in touch and popular and influential and I guess controversial as AOC, especially in the Democratic elite circles. So, without further adu, we're going to start off at this point that I left off in Kyle's video, and he basically goes from here. Let's just play the damn thing.
Ocasio-Cortez, I don't know how many of you recall this, but recently she was up for a vote for a committee assignment. It was viewed as like a foregone conclusion that she would get that committee assignment, and then she lost because virtually all the establishment centrists rallied against her, and they picked somebody who's a conservative Democrat. And the conventional wisdom is the reason they voted against her is because there have been a number of examples of Ocasio-Cortez supporting primaries against elected establishment Democrats.
This is true, by the way, and the ironic thing is, they the establishment Democrats, they endorsed a primary opponent to AOC in AOC's district. So there's a lot of hypocrisy going around. And just for the record, I have Kyle going at 1.25 speed here, just so we can get through it a little bit faster. Like I said, if you want to watch the full video, go to his channel and check it out.
And in Washington, D.C., that's viewed as complete heresy. That's viewed as like, how dare you? We all made it inside the club, and now you're launching cruise missiles at other people inside the club. That's not acceptable. And so this was a way to try to discipline her, to get her to fall in line and be a good little girl for the party. And that's exactly what she ended up doing. So this is her waving the white flag and saying, okay, my bad. Yes, I bucked the party narrative perhaps too much. And so now I want to get back in everybody's good graces. What can I do to help? And then she donates $160,000 to centrist Democrats in more so-called moderate districts. These are anti-Medicare for all Democrats.
Now, the thing is, and I'm going to go over this more in a second, but I don't think the reason she donated to these particular districts is because, I want to be liked by the establishment. I want to be in the good graces of the establishment. No, I think it's because these are at-risk districts, and it's because she has the name recognition and she's very popular. She is using her influence to, donate to these candidates that need the help when it comes to their election. Good, that was just making sure I wasn't muted.
And so this is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez trying to get back in the good graces of the establishment. That's what this is. Because they came after her when she stepped out of line and endorsed primary opponents against some of them. And instead of doubling down on that fight, being very public with that fight, growing a backbone and saying, no, I'm supporting primary opponents against you because you guys aren't for Medicare for all. You guys aren't for the policies that I'm for. You're not for the American people. Instead of...
Now, the thing is, I guess I should look more into these particular races that she donated to. I mean, if there are people running in these districts that are obviously to the left of these centrist Democrats, then I absolutely agree. She should be endorsing the more left-wing candidates, but I don't see that being mentioned at all in this video, actually.
They're doing that. What does she do? Okay, you win, but please, don't come after me anymore. Don't kick me off committees anymore. Don't do anything negative against me, because now I'm going to help you. And it's I think she's doing $5,000 a pop to a bunch of them. So, I mean, there is literally no way of spinning this that could potentially be positive for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I mean, I guess you can make some sort of stretch theory of she's donating to them in order to try to tank their campaigns because she knows that it might hurt them if they're associated with her in that district. And so it's a high-level chess move of I could tank them by acting like I'm helping them because now my name is associated with them and they're going to be attacks launched on that. But that's not true. I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah, no, of course that's not true. Jeez. That's just sadistic. What the hell?
I think the reality is what I described, which is she knows that, the establishment doesn't like her because she stepped out of line one too many times, and so now she's trying to be a good girl and get back in their good graces. So this is her.
Whether or not that's the case, it's irrefutable that she is one of the most powerful figures in the party. Maybe not in terms of the position that she holds, but the influence that she has on the party, her name recognition,
trying to play ball with the club in order to work with them, get along with them, and not be an outcast. I really think there's no other logical explanation. And so...
Well, here's the logical explanation, Kyle. So, it's like I've explained before, these are at-risk districts. If it's the case that there are no progressives primarying them in these districts, you're a Democrat. AOC is a Democrat. Of course, you will want to give some help to Democrats that are at risk of being beaten by Republicans. If you've followed my channel for any length of time now, you would see a couple of my videos. When it comes to the current party dynamics in Washington, the Republicans have to go. I want to make it my life's work. For lack of a better phrasing, I want to get rid of the GOP. The GOP needs to be abolished. And, this is a big problem with a lot of the online left right now. The Soak Dem left, the Jimmy Dore types, who I'm sure loves this video of yours, Kyle, who their only ideology is fuck the Democrats, even if it means Republicans get to take more seats if they maintain relevance in any way. If they're still not faded away and obscured into obsolescence, then that doesn't matter to any of these people. Like that, it's there are people online, a lot that I can name, that I can think of right now, whose only ideology is fuck the Democrats. They don't care if the Republicans win, because their answer is going to be, well, I guess the Democrats should have been more left wing. I guess they shouldn't have screwed Bernie. Yeah, believe it or not, the Bernie or Buster crowd is still very much prominent, and the Tulsi Gabbard fans. It's like these people are stuck in a bubble. They're like stuck in a time loop, a time warp or something. They haven't moved the fuck on, and they don't care if Democrats get beaten by Republicans and the Republicans get power, and all of a sudden all this work of putting progressives in the Democratic Party, all that's for nothing because we allowed the Republicans to become the ruling party again. Yeah, what good does that do for anyone? Yeah, for the so-called socialists, what good does that do for democratizing the means of production? Like, you think the Republicans are more friendly to that than the Democrats? Who has a better history of doing that? What party has a better history of making progressive policy that benefits the working class and empowers unions and all of that? It's not the Republicans. Especially lately. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there was much left in the video. Let me take a look here real quick.
Oh, I mean, this is a betrayal of what she was sent there to do. She was sent there to shake things up. She even said it. Hey, if I'm a one-termer but I get shit done, I'd rather be a one-termer and get shit done than be there forever and not get anything done. This is a betrayal of what we sent her to do. I mean,
I think this is the part of the video that bothered me the most. Like, there are way too many people like on Twitter who like every other tweet of theirs is, wow, AOC is the worst. AOC is a fake socialist. AOC betrayed us. You might as well be a neoliberal now. Jeez, there's a meme I saw on Twitter that just, this is like perfect. Hold on, where was it? This right here. Yep, yeah, AOC is a total sellout, huh? She's basically just a neoliberal at this point. We should primary her. That'll teach her a lesson. Like, this is such a childish mindset, Like, because the progressive left that's in Washington right now isn't doing exactly what you want fast enough, might as well just throw them the fuck away because, what good are they? Might as well, no more progressives. Just let the system carry on as it is without their influence, without their input, without them being involved in Congress at all. Yeah, that makes a whole bunch of sense. That's like, please, like, justify that to me, please. Oh, like, I really want to hear from these types: the Frank Analysis, the Nico House, the Brianna Joy Gray, the Jimmy Dores, the Kim Iversons. It's maddening.
I mean, when we created Justice Democrats, and she was one of the first Justice Democrats, the whole conversation was the people that we're electing are for our policies. They can't be corrupt. They can't take any big money or corporate money. And they have to be for, Medicare for all, free college, a living wage, ending the wars. They have to be for all the right things. And these are the only people we're supporting. And now, with all of the name recognition she has and all the influence and power she has, she's trying to go along to get along and donate to more centrist candidates. And by the way, their reaction is just too perfect because it shows you what we knew they were going to do anyway. Even with her trying to get along with them now and helping them, they're...
Yeah, he basically, if I remember correctly, he just goes on to repeat the same things he did before. But yeah, I totally disagree. It's because, and if I was in a position, I would do the same thing. And from my perspective, if I had to guess, more than likely she is not doing this to get along, go along to get along, to get the good graces of these people. It's because she has the name recognition. It's because she has the influence. It's because she is popular. If her name was tied to these Democrats that are at risk of losing their seats to a Republican, more than likely they'll actually win. Like, because she's popular. Like, and these centrist Democrats are just cowards. Like, that's it. That's literally it. AOC isn't doing anything wrong here. Excuse me. What's wrong about all of this is the cowardice of these Democrats giving the money back. Yeah, it's just gross. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys like the video, this is new for me. Like, I'm using a like a professional microphone here, right here, and my webcam, and I'm not even cutting this down or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, sure, this ends up being longer than I wanted it to, but hey, be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Check out my other videos if you haven't. Click the bell for notifications. I got a lot of stuff in the works. I got a neat little scale showing how excessive wealth is. That's going to come very soon. I'm going to react to my cringy old videos from back when I was a radical centrist. I got a whole slew of videos coming soon. Just me reacting to everything I did back then, the old channel that I had. So yeah, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.